2022, if you recall, was a time when we were just beginning to have to ease restrictions on COVID as an industry generally. And therefore, in Uganda, we also eased some restrictions on travels and also other aspects of aviation. Important to note is that we are coming from a period when, if I may tell you the figures, in 2020, we had a parity 500, just slightly over 500,000 passengers going through our airport facilities. In 2021, we got slightly below 1 million. That is per year. So in now the part of 2022 up to November, we were actually already in 1.4 million passengers. So which means the industry was coming to some level of normality. And we expect probably, if we put the figures of December, which we are compiling, will probably be around 1.5 million compared to the pre-COVID figure of 1.8 million passengers. We were able to, of course, to allow many other airlines in, whereas we had restricted some airlines to few frequencies of flights. We allowed as many of them as possible as they could. Together with sister organizations like Tourism Board, like Ministry of Health, we were able to assure travelers that Uganda is safe, especially of COVID. And even when Ebola came in, Ministry of Health came out and the whole country, especially the ministry and the president and our systems were able to assure the traveling public that even with those pandemics, we are still safe, and that is why those numbers have continued to increase even with those problems. Social distancing in the airport required that we expand our facilities, which we have done. And if you have been there recently, you saw an expanded departure hall, airline check-in facilities, expanded immigration area, centralized checking, open launch systems, and at arrival you have seen even electronic document verification of systems. So we've been really doing quite a lot. Some of them you don't see unless you are able to go into the airport itself. In the new areas, in the areas of standards, in 2019, our main legal instrument, the Uganda Civil Aviation Authority Act 2019 was amended, and therefore that amendment required that we also amend regulations. And these regulations are in the region of 37 regulations, operating regulations for that act. And we've been doing a lot of work together with the Ministry of Justice to give the industry amended regulations from which they will reconstruct guidance materials for the industry. And therefore the imperative was that we must amend the act, which we did, and therefore the new regulations. We are now grappling with implementation of the new regulations in the whole industry. Yes, we have regional airports, 13 of them. 6 of those have been earmarked for the EAC, East African Community Tourism Circuit. And we have been improving some of the facilities in Kidepo, in Arua, in Pakuba, Kasese, and also Chisoro, using our own revenues. But now we are seeking funding, major funding, and the government really has been more than willing to do that. And we have concluded the pre-feasibility studies to expand them and make them truly regional airport where flights would come directly from other East African community countries, especially from tourism centers, to come directly to those facilities. And whereas we have been maintaining minimum facilities based on the numbers of passengers that land there, we are expecting passengers to increase, and therefore we are trying also to increase the facilities to accommodate those numbers. And plans are there. They are, of course, we also within our overall national civil aviation plan. If you go to Arua, you'll find a lot of civil engineering works going on. Too big. The terminal building in Arua was completed, but the way we see it, it is likely to require an expansion because the passengers are becoming more and more. The facility in the national park in Murchison Falls, which is Pakuba, also has, we had to improve the facilities for the passengers, like water systems. But now with the feasibility study, we'll have to expand the runway. We'll have also to build a new complete terminal building. And of course, improve the road system and the apron system in those. In Kasese is proving to be more than a regional airport because of its location at the heart of a hinterland that is growing, save national parks, but also a border airport with Congo and other countries. Yes. So the traffic is big, and our facility has been very small because it was handling small numbers. If you go there, you find a runaway, it is a grass runaway, if you remember. And we want to make it tarmac it, actually, with the new system. Then the other one is Kidepo in the Karamoja region. Very big destination. In fact, even already now, when it demands, we put actually immigration facilities for direct flights from Kenya. We do that even now, together with Arua. And then Guru. Guru is a regional airport that is used by our tourism, but also part of it used by the military. And then Soroti, you know, on top of everything is a home for aviation school, and our students also train using that facility. Right now we have concluded 51 bilateral air service agreements. Those are airlines coming in, sometimes in a reciprocal way. Our airlines go there, but also the airlines come in. So we have concluded 51 bilateral air service agreements, and now 37 are operational. In fact, very recently we have concluded an air service agreement with, say, Air Kenya, direct flight from Kisumu to Entebbe. There are also those to do with Air Arabia, if you remember.